Did Subaru kill everyone? My god. Subaru I love you! Okay, that was definitely Satella's voice. It's here, guys. The first real trailer of SERO. You know, it's the best of all time. I got my red with you guys. And this is exciting, man. Like, next season, guys, right? Tenchi and SERO. Like, my two favorite Isekais of all time. That's of course Konosuba, and tomorrow it's always right. Isekai Quartet, guys. I mean, last, not to be that guy. But this week, I mean, I try not to cry, right? This week, Isekai Quartet with, like, you know, Yun and Motoyasu, that was his. It was great though when, of course, Ram, you know, beat up him. That was awesome. But anyway, now I'm gonna watch, of course, the new trailer. This is the first real trailer, right, so to speak. The other one was the kind of teaser trailer. This is the first one. We're gonna show some scenes. The other one just had like kind of the clothing, the visual keys, right? But now then, guys, let's start watching it. God, Barasu, get up! Grab, like, shut up, idiot! Okay. There's a desert somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we have seen them in like a cowboy feel to it, right? So I'm guessing that's somewhere in that. This is like a basement, right? Underground thing, something like that. In this desert thing. It's going to be a desert kingdom. And yeah, I felt like cowboy vibe. And they had that saloon doors kind of whipping some more, right? So that's probably in the same country then. What? Accidents or happened? Yeah, stupid Barasu. Oh man. Yeah, Ram is like hardcore, man. Ram. Oh, she has like a way one hand. Oh yeah, should I kill Ram? What was that scene? He kills Ram? Go back. Oh my god, what is this scene? It looks like Subaru is like strangling Ram. He's like, shut up, woman! Yeah, he's like, I hate you, Ram! Stop calling me Barasu! Maybe he doesn't like kill her, but no, it seems like he's gonna kill that, you know, that's how it seems, right? He's tired of being called Barasu. Man, have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen Subaru like kill someone or something, do some that, and then you know, like revert time on purpose so you can like fix that? I don't think you've ever seen it, right? Where he's like, oh shit, that was a bad thing of me. I should revert it. So obviously he could perhaps kill her, and then it's like, no, you know, and then he deletes himself, and then he goes back in time, and then he like yeah, perhaps, right? But it looks like he's like losing his mind there and killing Ram. Yeah. Oh, Satella. He's like strangling people. They're just strangling her too. My god, what is this episode? What's straight of it? Oh, it was all blood. So he killed them. Did Subaru kill everyone? My god. Subaru I love you. Okay, that was definitely Satella's voice. It is in here. It's definitely Satella's voice, right? She's coming in here. And Subaru, like, she's killed a lot of people. I think he got crazy and killed like Ram and so on. And then Satella is like, I love you, yeah. And it's like, what? Yeah, but he looks crazy. Maybe Satella kills them. There's a hand coming to her neck, right? And then he runs. And then she's like, I love you. Yeah, maybe Satella makes him kill them, right? That also could, of course, be her hand coming off his body, whatever, right? Because we cannot see how their hands, when she's using her powers, can cover his heart. That being said, though, obviously Subaru now has somewhat, you know, he has the power himself to summon the invincible hands, right? Since he, you know, with the whole bit goes. So maybe that's what's happening here. Maybe he can't control his powers. He goes crazy in the dungeon here, and he kills two of them, and that's why it's covered in blood. It does look like Subaru kills though, like both of them. Yeah, it looks like Subaru. It looks like Satella makes him kill two people, right? And then he's like running away from their bodies covered in their blood, right? That's how it looks. It's a crazy scene here. And now they're in the... Oh, this is a new antagonist, I think? Yeah, I think she's the... Oh, that's... Who's this character? Like, who's this woman? But she's clearly a new character. She's on the visuals. I think she's the new antagonist, honestly. She's gonna hug a superhero, but I think she's gonna be one of the new main antagonists. Or it's not main, but arc antagonists rather, right? That's my guess at least, looking at the visual keys before. But yeah, she's like this season's character, kind of thing. Yeah, she's gonna be... Okay, there's some money in there. Oh, it's like a tower there and I climb, clearly. Yeah, I think she's that's what I mean, right? It does seem like she's maybe part of the witch cult, right? That's how it seems. Yeah, she's carrying her in a bag, and she might change side or something. But they're definitely that she's a new antagonist, right, in this season. And now she's like, yeah, she's hugging Subaru there, and she's all like, yeah, guys, let's go up the tower, and she's all happy. But I mean, this is probably just in the beginning of the storyline, and then the next episode she's like a serial killer, right? But yeah, I think she's the new, I keep saying the new main, or again, arc antagonist. Might fix Ram here? Ram? And also maybe Julius? Yeah. Oh, here goes another antagonist though. This has to be another antagonist though. This guy definitely is not antagonist though. I think there's 2 new antagonists, right? That woman, but also special, of course, the character coming here. This guy definitely is the main evil guy of like. This guy definitely is evil, man. Look at him. Yeah, this guy has to be a new evil guy. 100%, man. This guy with one eye patch. Then it was like a MEGUMIN thing, right? He's gonna pull out the eye patch and be like, I am the demon power up. No, but seriously, man. In Isekai, he's gonna have like a power with his eye, right? Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, this guy is probably definitely the new, like, you know, antagonist gonna lead this storyline. However, like I said, I think she's also part of the main evil guys, right? Yeah, or something like that. She must be more faction. She's carrying her around and so on. I think these are the 2 new antagonists for the 4th season. And he's gonna have a kind of goddamn eye patch power. And she's gonna be all adorable. But her eyes have this weird thing, right? Where she goes to kind of like, almost like a Sharingan thing. It's like 3 dots inside her eyes instead of the new pupil. She probably has some eye power, and she's gonna probably have some secret evil eye power, something like that. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, that was an interesting trailer. Especially this here in the beginning, right? When Subaru seemingly kills Ram and maybe more people. He's like clearly strangling Ram there, and he's covered in blood and so on, right? So he goes like serial killer route. And like I said earlier, I think it would be a cool scene generally if he deletes himself after doing something he regrets, right? Because in previous seasons and so forth, right? Sometimes, of course, he has been like, oh, maybe if I die now, I can save this person or whatnot, right? So in that sense, there's nothing new, right? By like forcing, so to speak, a rewind, right? By, like dying. But I can't remember, right before, but I can't remember any time where it's like Subaru accidentally, hurt someone or this thing or whatever. He's like, oh, I have to rewind now, right? It's always about like someone else hurting someone, so he rewinds. So yeah, and this time, I think the first time where he's like, oh shit, I killed the wrong person, I have to rewind, right? So to speak. But it obviously looks like he's losing his mind and goes crazy and kills them in his dungeon. And I guess, like I said, I think he does it with his, he got the strangling hand ability, I suppose, right? So yeah, it was a little mixture there because I don't think it was his hand. I don't think it was his hand to strangle her in the second scene. Then it looked more like it was the invisible hand coming off his body, right, and strangling her. So probably, yeah, like it was like his physical hand. I mean, maybe with Ram, though, it did look like it was physical hand. This is pretty cool, man. Emilia's pissed off, right? And I like that Emilia now is more and more forceful, right? There's a lot less as well. So Emilia is clearly coming in and being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass. So that's gonna be cool. And she's better at fighting and so on. So I like that. She seems to be we finally get Ram back! Blue hair girl! It does really seem right that we're finally gonna have everyone remembering best girl of all time, Ram. Yeah, this scene here, maybe it's a massive bait here in the trailer, right? But this really seems like Rem is coming back now. They take her up in this, I guess, a tower before the scene, right? They're climbing up this tower and putting her in this very specific, like, pedestal in this, like, ancient, tower of castle or whatever, right? And then this is lighting around her. This seems like some kind of, like, how say it, like reality fixing thing. Oh, this person now is awake and then people remember her or whatever. Maybe it would be that she awakens, but people don't remember her though. That could be a thing, right? She's sleeping. Maybe it would be that she's just like a functional person again, but no one still remembers her again. That'd be another version of it, right? But I really think we're finally gonna get Ram back. Of course, this scene or otherwise is massive spoilery on that, right? It's super it's like super trolling otherwise. Like this clearly looks like they're healing her with something here, yeah. And it also feels, in a general context, right? This is a kind of a common fantasy trope, You have this ancient ruin, this castle where it's like a magical thing that works out. It reminds me, for example, of, I don't want to spoil it too much now, but like Metaphor, the game where you get back to like your your village. You start playing the game. your home village basically. They have a very similar structure, and the main character gets there. It's like, oh, we can heal him with this thing, and then we get a new power up or whatever, right? So it's a very classic thing, you know. You have some kind of ancient structure with magical ley lines or something that can maybe awaken your memories. In a similar vein, this scene here also kind of points to that to me. This actually reminds me a lot of Romantic Sega 2. They also have like a tower in the desert. They have to climb up on it, where Noel is, well, depending on that he isn't there, but he started the monsters. So of course it's also very classic, you know, like a JRPG trope, right? That you have this ancient tower and so forth, and it's somewhere in a weird desert somewhere, and yeah. So it takes all the fancy tropes, right? That we love and so on. But that's probably what this is, some, you know, ancient building out somewhere in some desert, right? That maybe it's hidden in the sand that you do something as well. Yeah, you have to also beat the dragon and it puts up from the sand or something. But this is something very classic, right? Like a tower in a desert. I think you see it so much in so many Japanese fantasies. And I think it is because it's very easy, like it's happened in Zelda, right? To have that, you know, oh, the hidden castle thing or whatever, right, in the desert, and then you kind of, you know, the sand goes away, right, and you have it popping up from the, yeah, it's a very classic fantasy thing, when it kind of rises from the sand as well. It was a really great trailer. It was all new scenes, I think. It wasn't like a single reuse scene, right? There was a bunch of new stuff here, new kind of introductions, Subaru becoming a killer, maybe, so on, right? So yeah, it's a really good trailer, and, you know, I think that what they attempt to do, right, is that after this trailer, they're gonna do, you know, 2-3 other versions, right? So we probably get another trailer called like PV2, PV3, and so on, right, in the coming weeks. But what tends to be is that the PV2 trailer will be this trailer again, right? But it's like one extra scene, right? Or it'll be like we replace 2 scenes in PV3, right? So this is like the, you know, this is the core trailer. They're probably gonna rework it a little bit, like 3-4 times. That's how it usually goes, right? So this is like the money trailer where you get all the new stuff, and then it's gonna be a slightly different. But I hope you guys, of course, like the video. Please subscribe then. Press the like button, right? And I might do some reaction reviews to the also coming trailer, of course, if they have enough new stuff. That's what I mean, you know, because it feels kind of boring if it's like 80% the same thing. But otherwise, it's not that many weeks left, right, for it to actually start, I believe. It's going to be like 6-7 weeks. So I hope you guys see you there, because it's going to be awesome. And I still have a great day.